All right, turning now to Detroit Public Schools and yet another change in leadership. Recently, we had on transition manager, former bankruptcy judge Stephen Rhodes, talking about the future of the district. And one of the big things he has done is hire a new superintendent, Alycia Meriweather. She recently spoke with Stephen about the future of the district on American Black Journal. Take a look.
Of course, we talk all the time about DPS, and we intend to talk about governance or money. You really are focused on what are we doing in the classroom?
That is the critical piece. The purpose of a school system, the purpose of a school is to educate children.
Right.
And so if we're not doing that, and we certainly have some issues that need to be addressed in Detroit Public Schools to be able to do that more effectively. And I think having someone with an academic background, an academic perspective, making decisions, there's going to be hard decisions that have to be made. When you are making them in isolation of academic expertise, I think those decisions become very dangerous. Yeah. So I'm very thankful to Judge Rhodes for listening. Really, he listened to the community and to the DFT saying, we need an internal person on this transition team, and it needs to be someone with an academic background.
Yeah. So let's talk about the priorities then that you would have. Interim meaning, obviously short term, we don't know quite how short term yet, but what are the things that you think you can get done?
So for clarity, interim means until we get a local school
There's
board.
a local school board, and then they'll decide.
And they will decide.
And they could decide to keep you, of course, but they could also go out and get someone else.
I would hope that the elected school board would choose the best qualified person to move the district forward.
Yeah.
And my job is to transition us to a point that we've put some things in place to keep us moving in the right direction.
Yeah.
And so in terms of how long it will be, that depends really on the legislation. There's different plans on the floor. And so my job is really to focus in on academics. Judge Rhodes has made it clear. He obviously is over the finance division. Detroit Public Schools is divided into 4 divisions. There's finances, and then you have academics, talent, and strategy. And Judge Rhodes has actually delegated academics, talent, and strategy under my leadership during this transition time, which is actually a very necessary move because strategy should never be done in isolation of academics. Right. Academics really can't do things outside of talent. So who are we hiring? Why are we hiring? You know, do we need to hire more music teachers? Do we need to hire more art teachers? Well, those decisions are driven or should be driven by academics. So they're all intertwined. Of course, all of it connects back to money. Yeah. But so we come back to obviously collaborating, but right now the division of labor is Judge Rhodes is the point person under finances, and then I have academics, talent, and strategy.
And what are the issues that are just waiting there to be resolved that you feel like, okay, I can jump in there and I can solve this right now?
Well, to be honest, I don't know that anything can be solved right now. To be clear, we did not get where we are
overnight,
with the quickness. No. So we are not going to get out of here with the quickness. But I do think an unapologetic focus on literacy is one of my main areas of focus, really looking at the pre-K to 2. But that would be helping students that are coming into the pipeline, students who are currently in the system, who are not proficient in reading, writing, speaking, and listening, which are the standards, Common Core state standards. We have to also do some serious intervention and think about how we are grouping students for learning, how we are addressing the deficiencies, because just passing kids through because they're a certain age and that they need to go to a different grade level is not going to solve the problem.
Work. Yeah. You got some good news recently that the graduation rate is actually going up. And not insignificantly, right?
It's a significant increase. Not only the increase over the last several years, consistently improving, but we're gaining on the state. So in other words, we're now 2 points away from the state average. Right. Now, to be clear, that's not my goal. My goal is not to be even with the state. My goal is 100% graduation. Right. And beyond that, 100% graduation with students who are ready
for the
next step. Yeah. And whatever that next step is, whether it's college, career, that we have students who are prepared to enter into that next phase of life. And when they go somewhere, a Detroit Public Schools diploma means something. That's my goal. Yeah.